some of the biggest stories or happenings of this past year, Yvette, that you see making an impact on the laundry business going into 2025? What are some of the biggest stories that happened this year?
Well, I'd say that the microfibers, they continue to be a big deal. And um, I don't see that that's going anywhere. And that's the fight that we are getting as an industry to have filters put on our machines to minimize the numbers of microfibers that are entering into our water system. And unfortunately, I really don't think it's going to go anywhere. And as we all know, if we as laundromat owners or as manufacturers are required to have filters on the back of every washer or even within the whole store, it's going to really change what we do and how we function. It's going to impact our costs. It's going to impact our labor costs, cost of the equipment. So it's something that CLA has been fighting as it's come up in various municipalities around the nation, but I really don't think it's going to go anywhere. So I think it'll be important that we work together and that we as owners, as distributors, manufacturers all get together and continue to provide financial resources, time resources to kind of help combat this because I don't think the answer is that we don't want to do it and that it's going to go away. So that's been a big deal. I also
Mhm.
think that the increase in labor costs, that's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. So that's a big story that has continued to evolve in 2024. I expect it's going to continue in 2025 also. And then just the fact that we just don't really know what's going to happen. So a lot of economic uncertainty and what that will mean to all of us. We've seen our prices go up across the board. They have gone up by enormous percentages in the last couple of years. I also believe that that's going to continue in 2025.
Mm. Yeah, I think you really hit on three big ones there, Yvette. Mark, how about you? Have anything to add to that as far as things that kind of reared up in 2024?
Yeah, we can't get away from microfibers, so that was certainly on my list. But
Yeah.
most of my answers are going to be colored through the lens of the delivery business. I'm a huge fan of the pickup and delivery business. When I first got into laundry, we got into laundromats to get to the delivery business. I have since fallen in love with laundromats, and from the pickup and delivery side, I think one of the big stories is the continued rise of the gig workers, gig economy, right? We see the white label software platforms out there now, all integrating with DoorDash and other kind of third-party delivery companies. I think if you had asked me back then, I would have said that's probably a flavor of the month a year or two ago. That'll go away. It certainly hasn't. And with that, kind of in the gig world, the rise of the peer-to-peer laundry service companies is one that I have my eye on closely. It's it's an Uber model, in the same way Uber cut the taxi drivers out. I think we need to be paying more attention and following this trend to make sure that peer-to-peer models don't cut the laundromats out of the laundry service.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. No, great points. Absolutely. Big topics and something to all keep an eye on heading into next year. Hey, Brendan, how about you? As the finance guy on the panel, what stories did you see? What were you following? What do you think is going to impact this business as we turn the page?
Yeah, a couple things. One, from the finance side is we talk about rates all the time. What are they going to do? Where are they? Where are they going? That's a big topic in 24. Don't see it going away in 25. Another one that was really interesting to me in 24 was the franchises. More and more in different markets, you see the franchise laundromat come into market. And where's that going to end up in 25? It's a very interesting story to me. And kind of to round it out for 24 and into 25 is consolidation. You see consolidation happening on the distribution level, manufacturers buying distributors, roll-ups occurring, private equity getting into it. But you also see it on the laundromat side. You see multi-store owners buying more stores, trying to increase their footprint, private equity getting into store ownership. And what's that going to look like in 25? It's a very interesting time in our industry.
It is. It's certainly a kind of an evolutionary time in many ways.